been almost 1 year since UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson was murdered on the streets of New York City, kicking off a massive manhunt that led to the capture of suspect Luigi Mangione. Luigi Mangione now faces 3 separate criminal cases. There is a state case in Pennsylvania related to gun possession. The 2 big ones are the state case in New York, where he's charged with murder and terrorism, and a federal case where he faces the death penalty. He has pleaded not guilty to all of these charges. And so far, the New York State case has been moving forward at the fastest clip, although Mangione's lawyers have indicated that they would like the federal case to be the one to go first to trial, given the life or death stakes in that case. On September 16th, we will have a hearing in the state case. There are a number of issues that the defense has brought up that haven't been resolved yet. Judge Gregory Caro could choose to set a trial date at this hearing, but he could also put that off. Basically, what Mangione's lawyers have been doing is trying to chip away at the police investigation by finding flaws in how it was conducted. Police officers found several things allegedly tying Mangione to Brian Thompson's murder. When they arrested him, they found he had a backpack on him, and he had a ghost gun, a fake ID, and a notebook containing what people have been describing as a manifesto, although it's not very long or very detailed. Mangione's lawyers are really trying to get the ghost gun, the manifesto, the ID barred from evidence, which would obviously have a very big impact on the prosecution's ability to convict him. Mangione's lawyers argue that the state and federal case are unconstitutional, violating his right against double jeopardy because they cover the same crime. In the state case specifically, Mangione's lawyers say that the terrorism charge is completely unwarranted. They say Luigi Mangione is not a terrorist. There was no attempt to intimidate the general population. It was a targeted attack, and they're trying specifically to get that one thrown out. There's also the open question of whether Mangione will pursue a psychological defense that will likely be addressed at the hearing. Since his arrest and transfer to New York, where officials staged that big perp walk that we saw, Mangione has been held at the Metropolitan Detention Center, which is a federal detention center in South Brooklyn. He was finally able to obtain a laptop last month to help him keep up with his lawyers and his defense strategy. Previously, his lawyers had complained that they were having trouble getting access to him. This case is just really interesting because of the public reaction to the crime. You have a murder in cold blood, practically broad daylight, but because people have so much frustration with the healthcare system in the United States, the high costs, the burdens that it puts on families, there is a lot of sympathy for the man accused of the crime that I think ended up surprising a lot of people.